In the following videos, we are going to be analyzing the incompatibilities inside the other browsers. Now, if you took the HTML training, I recommend you inside that training to install several browsers. Why? Because you are going to be using those browsers to analyze the errors that your Joomla template will be creating in other computers. Again, you should know by now that not everyone will be using Mozilla Firefox. There are going to be other people out there who will be using probably Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Opera, Safari, Maxton, and to be honest, my friends, you will need to always analyze the incompatibilities inside other browsers. The only browser that I will never recommend you to check the compatibility will be Internet Explorer 6. But besides that, everything else should be included inside your analysis. Now, you don't need to worry too much about this because if you actually develop a website with the CSS 2.1 properties, believe me, most of the time you are going to develop a website, and in this case a Joomla template that won't have too many incompatibilities inside the other browsers. So here's what we are going to do. We are going to copy this URL, Control C, make a full selection, Control A, then Control C to copy. And first of all, we are going to go inside Google Chrome. So let's open Google Chrome, and here we are. We are going to go in here and Control V. Then click Enter. And again, we are going to be analyzing everything inside this template. If you check the links, they are going to be working properly. If you go to the social media map, it is going to be working perfectly well. Then the banner, the logo, the next will be the drop down menu. And if you click in here again, it will be working perfectly well. Going back to the home. Next, we are going to have this search bar. If we click in there and then write down, there you are. And to the right, you are going to have this go button, which will be working good. Then the single showcase image with the girl, the left menu, there you are, the right menu working good, and everything down here will be working fine, but these input elements are not displaying to the right, okay? They are displaying down below the label. You can see the label username, and we don't want that to happen. Now this won't be a huge problem, but don't worry because we are going to be fixing almost every problem, okay? Let's go to the next browser, and that will be Opera. If you can see here, this will be Opera, and let's Control V and click Enter. There we are. You are going to be able to see the menu, well, the links right here on the top left corner, and something that you can notice right away will be that the social media map will be touching the top part. Okay, now wait on that because in here we are going to have a problem that it could be really hard or not. We are going to figure it out in the following videos. The logo looks fine, the banner, then the drop down menu. Now did you notice that? When I actually put the mouse over the menu, now the social media map will be displaying right. So that's a problem. You don't want that to happen, of course. You want everything looking the same in every browser. There you are. Let me click on the subproduct. Going back, click Home. There you are. Then click on the search. It is working fine. The go. Now you are going to notice this black shadow on the right from the search bar. Now every time that you spot these problems, you are going to be writing down because of course you will need to go back and fix whatever problem exists inside the browser. Let's continue down. The links are going to be fine. These are going to be fine too. So the only problem will be this one, okay? When we visit for the first time, the social media will be touching, and then when we hover over the menu, it will be fixed. Of course, it won't be again a huge deal because you can even live with that problem with Opera. But again, if you can fix it, I will always recommend you to do that. Going to the next, Maxton, Control V. looking fine, everything, the social media, the drop down menu, there you are, the search bar, and the go button. Down there we are going to have everything, and in here we are going to have the same problem as Google Chrome. The input elements are going to be down from the label name, okay? So again, make note from that. Going to the next, Google, well, this will be Internet Explorer number 9. Control V and click enter. Again, the links are going to be working fine, the social media map, fine, the banner, the logo, and the drop down menu. There you are. Now something that I want you to keep in mind. When you start fixing these problems, you will need to keep in mind the other browsers, because we want to fix problems, not increment the problems that we already have. So we will need to be really careful with that, and the search bar will be working properly. There you are. Now if you notice, Internet Explorer will have the same shadow on the right inside the search bar. And if I remember well, we have the same problem inside Opera. The logo fine, going down, and everything else will be working fine. Now you can see these two input elements not matching on the same dimension, well, on the same width, but we can live with that. That won't be really a huge issue in this case. Let's click in here. Now when you click in here, either on Internet Explorer 9 or 8, you are going to be activating the compatibility mode, which as a result you are going to be testing your Joomla template on Internet Explorer number 7. Let's click in there, and again, you are not going to like all this, because again, it will be a mess inside Internet Explorer 7. But again, actually this mess can be fixed somehow very easily. However, you will need to wait on that comment. And for right now, we are going to check the links, the sitemap, the logo, the banner, the drop down menu will be working fine, which is something good. Then the search bar, okay, the go button down there, we are going to have everything working fine. Now the focus pseudo class, when you click in there, these input elements are not going to be highlighted, and the same will happen with the search bar. You will need to know that this pseudo class focus won't work on Internet Explorer number 7, and you cannot do anything about it. So forget about that issue. What we are going to be focusing will be inside these wings. You are going to be able to see the wings from the menu, then the search bar in here, the button, and the wings from this showcase. Okay, let's go ahead and try everything on Safari. Control V and click enter. There you are, the links are working fine. The social media map will be fine, the logo, the banner, the drop down menu, the same, the search bar, the go button, and the showcase. Then down here the links, and everything will be fine inside Safari. Now finally you are going to open the IE tester, okay? If you don't have the IE tester, again, you should have it by now if you actually watch the past modules. Now you are going to paste in here inside Internet Explorer number 8, you are going to go to Home and open Internet Explorer 7, then 8 and 9. Now have in mind that this won't be 100% correct, but it will be really close to the real Internet Explorer. So we are going to go to ES7, Internet Explorer 7, Control V, click OK, then click Yes, and as you can see, you are going to have the same problems. Let's go to Internet Explorer 8, Control V, and click Enter, click Yes, and as you can see, you are going to have a few problems in here. The same with the wings, everything else will be working properly, the drop down menu, and inside Internet Explorer 9, Control V and click Enter. Then Yes. Now hold on, because we will need to refresh. Let me click Refresh. Yes. Now if you notice, this software will be showing that Internet Explorer 9 won't be working properly. what you can do is going back to options, Internet Explorer options, and click delete, because sometimes the memory inside the software will be creating some problems. Let's click on home and refresh. Yes, and as you can see, now the problems are going to be gone. Let me go back to Internet Explorer number 8 and click refresh. Click on yes, going back, and now as you can see, actually Internet Explorer 8 won't have too many problems. The only problem will be the search bar, okay? But again, we are going to be making a note from the problem, and on the following videos we are going to be fixing all this. Everything else will remain working properly. So these are going to be the incompatibilities, and we are going to start fixing all these inside the following videos.